Hey guys, it's Libby. Couple things. One, I do not have my glasses, as you can see. I will not be needing them for this video. And two, I was going to wear the Charmander outfit for this video, but for one thing, it is way too hot. I am way too fired up right now to be in any sort of, like, fluffy, warm clothing. And except for this, like, I want to at least have something Pokemon related. It's probably going to be one of the first rants for the Pokemon Pajama Party channel. Everything has been just the perfect fuel for a rant because, as you can see, I am sitting on the floor. There is no table. I had to struggle because I record my videos on my iPad. I had to struggle just to set this up. And there's a freaking hole in the wall, as you can see that. And my cat's in here, so if you see a gray fluff ball wave in front of the camera, that's probably Boo the cat. I also have Kyogre here with me because Kyogre he helps me in the darkest of times. And this is currently a sewing room, and there is pins and needles and stuff everywhere, so if I scream, then I probably just sat my butt down or my thigh or whatever else in a pin, a needle, whatever. With that being said, let me just go ahead and get this off my chest. I do not care for Pokemon Go anymore. Wow, that sounded really dramatic. I like Pokemon Go. I like the app. It's just that there's so much crap that has happened since the app has launched. On the small side, you have, a girl finding a dead body, which I guess was a blessing in disguise because, a body was finally returned to the family to make funeral arrangements, cases closed and all that good stuff. Then you have that one kid that walked into traffic. And then you have the big things where people were being lured to Pokestops and getting robbed. And then you have people using Pokemon Go at the 9/11 Memorial and the Holocaust Memorial and think it's completely okay. It's not. It really is not. I don't think that the idea for Pokemon Go had this in mind. Of course, there are stupid people everywhere. This type of stuff that's been happening is just embarrassing for the Pokemon community and fans of the Pokemon franchise. It's just all over an app. Granted, it's good for Nintendo because their stocks have raised about 33%, I read somewhere. Like I said before, people have already invested tons of money into Pokemon Go, and has it even been a week? Like, I don't even know. There has to be a line drawn somewhere. Would you really go to the 9/11 Memorial just to catch a freaking Pidgey? Would you catch any Pokemon at a memorial where people have died? Would you really do that? Do you really think that is the right thing to do, is what I'm trying to say? Do you really think that's a good thing? No, it is not. That is really bad, really embarrassing. And it should not, no one should ever have to even think about something like that. Now, in the case with the Holocaust Memorial, they are going to ask the company to see if they can remove that area as a Pokestop. And I know that with the Pokestops, they just kind of popped in with just historic landmarks. I really don't know why they thought the memorial was, a decent place to do that. I mean, I don't think it was intentional, but, some of the stuff needs to be checked. As a trainer, as a good player, as just a morally right person, you should not do anything like that. You should not be walking off of cliffs just because you think you can catch a freaking Spearow. Well, I don't think anyone will walk off a cliff to catch a Spearow, but you know what I mean. You should be throwing yourself off of Niagara Falls because you think you're going to catch a Gyarados. You should not be trying to climb Mount Everest because you think you're going to catch Articuno. Not saying that that's actually going to be, the case, but people are just taking this game way too seriously to the point where people are getting hurt. People are being disrespected, and people are just doing bad things. I was going to be one of those people who would invest all my time into the game, buy the Pokemon Go Plus whenever it was going to come out, or just have a blast with the game to the maximum of its ability. One, I cannot do that because I actually work. Two, because even on my days off, because I'm not used to standing up so much at work because I'm a cashier, my legs have been really sore. My feet have been really sore to the point where I can't even walk up the stairs for standing for 8 hours straight. But even before then, even if I didn't have my job, there are the potential dangers that are in it is enough to steer me away. And even if I was the most careful person in the world who never took any sort of risk at all, but still wanted to play this game, I don't think it's really not worth it. It really isn't. I mean, like I said, it's a fun game. If you have like the best time and the best places to play it all day long, sure, go for it. I got nothing against you. But just don't be walking on people's property or, just waltzing in thinking that, you're on top of the world because you freaking caught, Mewtwo. You walked into ground zero trying to catch something that's not even tangible, that's not even real. I'm going to be going to the pre-release tournament in Kenmore at the end of this month, hopefully. So I'm going to be dealing with that. I'm still waiting for Sun and Moon. I'm still trying to get updates for, news about that. And that is quite literally all I have time for as far as Pokemon and, of course, this channel. But that's it. That's it for me. And I honestly thought about uninstalling Pokemon Go. I really did. But I'm not going to, because I'm still waiting for, I'd love to see what more updates they have, or, they make any changes or tweaks or anything like that. And I know the first update was released today. And for long trips, I'll keep because I use it on my iPad, I'll keep the app running just to get those kilometers in to hatch the eggs that I have. Or, I feel safe using it in the car because I am not the one driving. I'm just the one in the back seat. I'm not bothering anyone on the outside, and nobody's bothering me. I'm not invading someone else's property. I'm not trespassing. I'm not doing anything. I am just, and it still works the same way if you're walking down the street, if not a little bit faster. That's it. And that brings me to people who are trying to use this app while driving. Why? Why would you think that that's a good idea? Are people really that stupid? I suggest that if you're going to play Pokemon Go, no matter what time of day, you go with a group. Be careful where you're walking. I should not be having to say this stuff because they've already taken care of it. They give you a warning when you open the app to be aware of your surroundings and be safe. I guarantee you within the next year somebody's going to be trying to sue the pants off of Pokemon or Niantic or whoever, Nintendo. They are not legally bound to give money to someone who was dumb enough to fall into the freaking Pacific Ocean to catch something that's not real. I guess Pokemon Go just finally shows how far trainers are willing to go for a game, and that's really all it is. And I love Pokemon with all my heart, but I'm not gonna walk off a cliff or drown or get shot by going onto someone's property for Pokemon. I'm not gonna do that. I have common sense. You can be a trainer, you can be a Pokemon lover and still have common sense. So please, people, be safe. I'm personally not gonna play Pokemon app as much anymore, but if you do, please just be aware, be safe, be alert, don't do anything stupid. And that is all I have for this video. This is the first rant of the 3R's. Not entirely happy to make it, but I had to say it or I was just gonna explode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I just realized I still have my retainers in. That's great.